I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap. I pull and then welcome back to part 2 of my beauty series that I'm doing on this channel, because over here we're in the process of getting snatched full beat, full glam. So if you missed part 1, make sure you click on that link above and be caught up, because as you can see, I'm only half done and we're about to dive into my favorite part of doing makeup. It gets my creative juices flowing. So without further ado, let's dive into part 2. So to start us off, I'm going to grab my Maybelline New York concealer that I actually used in the last video to clean up my brows, and this time I'm just going to put it all over my eyelid as my base. I also like to go in with just face powder to reinforce that concealer. So now that that's done, the look that I'm about to do today is honestly so hot on trend right now, and it is called the cut crease makeup eyeshadow look. And honestly, you can do so many beautiful things with the cut crease, and you can pick any colors that you want. And let's find out what my palettes are working with. The palette that I'm going to be using today is my Too Faced Natural Lush palette, and this is it right here. I hope you guys can see that. And I want to dive into this purple right here. If you know nothing about me, purple eyeshadow, I love purple eyeshadow. So I'm definitely gonna be playing around with that. I don't think I'm going to do any shimmer, but you never know, I might just. And the second palette that we are going to be playing with is my Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette, and this is it right here. Poor thing, so I dropped it a few weeks ago, and that one right there is all gone. But I think I want to dive into this color right here and a little bit from these two, as well as that brown. I love a good brown at the ends. So the cut crease is very interesting because you do the base first, and then basically you're just going to cover all of that with concealer and then do like another look on top. So to start us off, I'm just going to take that brown and come right here. Oh, that is so rich. So this is how I do it. I just kind of take a dark color and kind of go in around my lid there. So with this look, right, you don't want to pay any attention really to your actual lid, because you're going to cover all that up. Okay, I like that. That looks good. I'm going to grab this fluffy brush, and I'm diving into that purple color that I showed you guys. And I'm going to go over that brown. That's kind of the... Oh, that looks so good. Oh my goodness, wow. That is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted, it to blend in so well. So you're gonna spend quite a bit of time blending here, because these two colors have to be married if it's gonna look good. This base part is very important because the blending is what people are going to see, right? Since you're going to cover most of the lid with your concealer, this is the part that people are going to see and appreciate. looks so good. Okay, so now that we are done with the base, we're going to dive into actually cutting the crease, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. There are many different ways of doing it. For some people it's easier than others. I'm going to take the same concealer that I used for my base for my eyeshadow, and I hope you guys can see this clearly. I'm going to put it randomly on my like that, and then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look up, and if you look closely you'll find that what that has done is it has marked on my eyelid a spot where I look up, concealer won't go past that point, right? And that's how you're going to know exactly the boundary that you're going to need for your cut crease. Okay, so after doing that, I'm going to dip into my concealer again, and then I'm going to sculpt the curved part of the cut crease. So for those of you that are wondering why I don't do my foundation before my eyeshadow, this is exactly why. I touch my eyes all the time. I touch my face, I touch my eyelids, and I realized that I leave fingerprints everywhere when I do it. So I say, you know what, instead of just having to deal with the fingerprints, I can just do my eyes first and then dive into my base after. And honestly, it's not bad. It makes sense to me. Okay. So at this point, I've finished cutting the crease for one eye, and that's how it looks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to dive in with a little brush just to spread it out nicely. Yeah, and we're pretty much done after this point. It's a Vault Cosmetics powder that I've had for many years actually. So I just go in with a brush and I tap on top of that concealer. So I quickly went off camera and did the other eye. Now comes the fun part about the cut crease. I'm going to dive into that color right there, and I'm gonna put it on top because I'm still wanting to lean towards this purplish kind of vibe that I started. To take this brush and I'm gonna see how it looks. Okay, it's looking pinkish, but I'm not mad. I might transition into a purple from the pink. Like in this portion, like really get your creative juices flowing. Like literally, there are no rules at this point, anything goes. You can put whatever colors you want to put. You can put glitter, you can put shimmer, you can put anything.
Pacing back and forth. Oh, I don't understand why you're standing right here. All your shots have scored. No, scratching at the scars you left on my skin. We fight and we fall and we rise through it all.
Okay, so now I'm going to go back into that color and right at the end of my crease. I'm gonna do it on the other side as well. I mean, if you guys have watched my videos before, you're well aware that how I do my makeup is I kind of just go with what I'm feeling. And sometimes you gotta get into your palette with those fingers. So I'm gonna test out that right there and see how it'll look. Oh, that's pretty. I'm gonna keep doing that. For me, like, the best applicator for shimmer is a finger. Like, I find the brush sometimes doesn't really do justice to what we're trying to do, you know? I really like that. You may have to go in with a brush as you get to the edge of that crease, just to make sure that you don't go past it. Something that you can do too, if you're using a shimmer and it's not showing up the way you want it to, you can dip the shimmer in some water. Because sometimes a palette is just not gonna behave how you want it to. Okay, now the shimmer is showing up. Wow, guys. Yes. Yes. So basically you just keep doing this until you are satisfied with the look that you are creating. And sometimes you might go a little overboard and actually breach that boundary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dive in to that brown color that we started off, and then I'm just going to clean up around that crease. Honestly, guys, I'm loving this look, and I think we are done here with the eyeshadow.